Greetings and salutations. So today we're looking at a film of a genre that I actually really enjoy. In this case, films that have a bit of slapstick that are from, one would say, the golden age of Hollywood and the era of vaudeville. Although it's not really vaudeville, but you get the idea.
How do you do?
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Hey, you come awful close. Now cut it out around here, ready to push with a chair.
In this case, we're looking at the film Africa Screams, starring Lou Abbot and Lou Costello. So let's check it out. Greetings and salutations. So today, we're looking at a bit of a film that has a bit of more of a... Today's film we're looking at is Africa Screams. Starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. And I gotta say, when it comes to comedy doers, I like Abbott and Costello. I also like the Three Stooges. My dad would always he really liked comedy films from the 1940s and all those decades. Mostly because of the blend of comedy of that era time frame.
Yes, now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
You know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
But, what actually happened in this film? Well, in this case, two men are basically recruited by a woman so that they can find a map to a location in Africa, so in a way they can find diamonds, and then as well as train lions. And there's also a bit of a giant ape the size of King Kong. Or bigger. Yeah, my exposure to Bud and Abbott is mostly say when I grew up, I would watch films say Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein and the Wolfman and all those.
Dracula can change himself at will into a vampire bat, flying about the countryside. Flying.
And, also, Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man and all those. I mean, all those, I think, those films are very charming. And I gotta say, the thing that really surprised me when I watched this, because I've never seen Africa Screams. The one thing that surprised me, though, is we have two actors who made up the original line of the Three Stooges. Well, one of them. In this case, Shemp Howard.
Not me, him. I'll go get help. Oh, you're such a nuisance.
Don't give me no trouble, Stanley. I shoot and shoot to kill.
I know you do, Gunner. I won't give you any trouble. You won't even know I'm here. Don't press in so hard.
Oh, scared, eh?
And one who would actually end up replacing him, in this case, Joe Besser. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to Joe Besser, he was one of the actors for the Stooges that I didn't always particularly look at, because if I he was the in-between a Stooge, he was sandwiched in between later Curly Joe DeRita and all that. But honestly, I gotta say, for this film, I found he was the character that he was having to play the bumbling, goofy servant.
The office is tight. I gotta be a cook and a butler. One of these days I'll just, well, that's all. I'll just do it.
He did a good job, honestly. He did a pretty good job. Oh, and Shemp Howard, he plays a blind games hunter. Well, I mean, not games, like, blind, but he has these really fake glasses, and all that. And, like, especially for a film from the 1940s that would, like, you know, some of the humor of it would end up later influencing films of later times. Whether it is the fact of, like, say, being confused of, like, being afraid of a giant, like, an actor in a gorilla suit.
Something like that. Eat your food, come on.
And all that. Or, like, one of the ever sequences, like, say, sing a dangerous animal and then fainting and all that. Those old gags. I do have to say, like, one gag that I think, okay, this is charming, this is funny, is when, Stanley, is in trying to think in the water, and then he's pretending he is certain animals, and then Buzz gets scared and he goes like, alligator, and all that, and then when he goes like, I mean, overall, I feel like you have to really be into films from the 1940s and all that. The film version that I watched was on, was in color, and I gotta say, watching it in color, it really does pop. I mean, but at the same time, the film still works in black and white because that's originally how it came out. But, yeah, I mean, I gotta say, this film is, honestly, very entertaining. Africa Screams is an entertaining film. Heck, this film is in the public domain, so if anyone wanted to, like, you know, like, play it in theaters, they can do that. It's fair game as well, and if they wanted to have it in their films, they can do that too. Fair game. But overall, I gotta say, Africa Screams is a very entertaining film. I do love, like, near the end of the film, like, say, Buzz has been trying to find diamonds, and later he leaves Stanley, and then, but eventually Stanley gets back, and then, Stanley used all the diamonds to have his own building, which Buzz was wanting to do, and then he has, then Stanley has Buzz be his elevator operator.
Can't understand it.
Sunday driver.
I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Livington, what about that raise I've been asking you about?
I'll talk to my partner, if he's in.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, overall, I gotta say, this film is charming, it's fun. That's just what I feel like. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, give it a like, maybe. And don't forget to keep your popcorn warm, your drinks ice cold, and your eyes on the screen. I shall most definitely see you all next time.